Hi, everybody. Come on in. Thank y'all so much for watching. Come on in. So, as you come into the broadcast, please share. Please invite your followers and please tap the screen for hearts and thumbs. This light is really, really bright. I'm going to have to adjust myself. My ring light is real bright. Sharon Harris, owner of the brand Elevate Higher, and I'm here to help entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs. I'm here to help you to grow, to break free from mistakes and limitations from your past, and to blaze your own God-given trail. So as you all come into the broadcast, please share, please invite your followers. So tonight, ladies, let's talk about, ladies, are your emotions affecting your business? Ladies, are your emotions affecting your business? And I want to talk about this because a lot of times we really underestimate the power of our emotions. So those of us that are women, we know that a lot of times we are moved and governed by our emotions. But the one thing about it is that if we do not work on harnessing our emotions and getting our emotions under control, then we will not be able to sustain. We won't be able to stay focused. Now that we're on quarantine, let's say this. Now that you're on quarantine, we're all on quarantine right now. This is going to be the opportune test. This is going to be the test to see whether or not you are serious about your business. Now, it's easy to, maybe you're in a brick and mortar, or maybe you're not in a brick and mortar. Maybe you have not started your business yet, or you're thinking about starting your business. Either way, you have to win the battle of your emotions, because a lot of times what happens is when things begin to go left in our lives, that is going to be the very test of your faith. That is going to be the very test to see whether or not you're serious about your business. Now, that is why we as ladies, we have to make sure that we are harnessing our emotions and not allowing our emotions to run us. I know, like a lot of my life, my emotions have ran me. My emotions have governed me. I've always been a feeling type of person. I've always been an emotional type of person. But now that I'm learning in my business, I'm learning that I have to grow beyond that. I have to grow beyond the times that I don't feel like it. I have to grow beyond the times that I want to give up. Because in business, ladies, those opportunities are going to come at you. You're going to feel like a failure. You're going to feel like giving up. Things are going to hit your life, but you have to make sure that you have your emotions in check. We have to remember that our emotions are our feelings are our gauge and not our guide, right? We are not to be led and governed all the times by every emotion that comes to us. Now, do we listen to certain things when we feel it? Yes, definitely listen to it. But you have to really make sure that what you're feeling is not going to sabotage you, because many times if we're not careful, our emotions will sabotage us every time. It will make us shut down right before we're about to get our breakthrough, right before you're about to launch and do something great. Sometimes that's when you feel the greatest amount of warfare in your mind. That is when you feel the most fear and the most anxiety, right when you're about to do something great. Whether you know it or not, everyone right now, for the most part, we're all pretty much home business owners, right? Whether you do it online, whether you're doing your Mary Kay, whether you're doing your paparazzi, you're online. You're a home business now. So that is why you have to make sure that now you are a home business owner, that you are staying focused. Now that you are a home business owner, you have to make sure that you don't allow the stress and the anxiety of being quarantined all day, not being able to get out, not being able to get some sunlight. You have to make sure that you guard your emotions. You have to make sure you take care of yourself. That is why I've been talking about self-care, because ladies, when we don't take care of ourselves, and I'm a living witness, when we don't take care of ourselves, emotions are going to take over. If you don't take care of yourself, you will not be able to create. It's so key. It's very key. And like I've said last night, I apologize for my broadcast last night. It was acting up. My Wi-Fi was crazy. So I apologize that you all could not see the broadcast very clearly. But what I was talking about last night is that I'm trying to remember what it was. Now I'm forgetting it. What did I talk about last night? I did so many videos yesterday. What did I talk about last night? It's going to come to me. It's going to come to me. Oh, you have to grow with your business. And that is very true. And so part of your growing with your business is being able to go beyond your emotions a lot of times, because for many of us, if we're not careful, our emotions are going to sabotage us every time. Now, these are times you want to listen to your emotions. If you're tired, if you're exhausted, definitely listen to your body, listen to your emotions. But if it's like every time you're about to do something great, you shut down, or every time you're about to do something great, you get fearful, and you talk yourself out of it, that is running into self-sabotage. And self-sabotage is rooted in fear. So it needs to be, now that you're on quarantine, I cannot stress this enough, for the next couple of weeks while this quarantine is going on, or until it lifts up, we ladies got to make sure we are growing. We have to make sure that we are finding out and dealing with that stuff that's going on the inside of us, so that we can make it for the long haul, so that we can stop sabotaging and cutting ourselves short when it comes to our goals. A lot of you all, because of your inner chatter, because of your inner issues that you struggle with, that is what has been talking you out of greatness. Please, can I tell you something too? It's not that God is not answering. He is answering. He's answering. But many times we have to make sure that we're stepping out and doing our part. We have to do our part. We have to pray. We got to spend time with Him, and we have to do the work. And if we do not get our emotions under control, if we do not take better care of ourselves, we're not going to be able to create. We're not going to be able to hear from Him as far as what He wants us to do. And then therefore we won't be able to take the necessary actions for our business to grow. In order for your business to grow, in my closing, like I said last night, you have to grow as an individual. Please don't leave yourself out. Please, we have to work on those inner issues, because if we do not, ladies, I'm telling you, your emotions will trip you up every time. Procrastination will get you every time. Fear will get you every time. Your inner critic will get you every time. What people say to you will get you every time. Because at the end of the day, you have to be strong in God. Number one, be strong in Him. And you also have to know who you are. And when you know who you are, you won't stop, you won't quit, and you won't allow your emotions to run your life. Okay. One thing I thought about too, being in leadership, that was something that I had to work on a lot when I was in the Air Force. I had to work on that side of me, because I'm a very soft-natured person, and so I had to really work on that. And there were times I made decisions out of my emotions. I can admit that there were times I did not make the best decision because I went by my emotions, but in time I began to get better at making leveled emotions. I remember one time I had a troop, and my troop thought that I was being, how can I say it, they didn't understand the decision, one of the decisions that I had to make. And when I made a decision, they thought I was being unfair. They thought I was just being on the boss's side and not on their side. But I had to explain to her, I had to say, Sergeant such and such, the decisions that I'm making has nothing to do with who that I'm kissing up to the boss. It's the fact that I have to look at things from a 360 point of view. I have to be able to take myself out of the situation and come up higher and look at both sides of the spectrum and be able to make better decisions. That is a good leader. A good leader is not just about emotions. Now, a great leader is compassionate, but they, at the end of the day, they will always go with what is right and what is fair. And sometimes when you're being fair, it's not going to always feel good. Sometimes when you're being fair, people are not going to understand it, but you have to be okay. You have to be fine with it. And so that is why when you know who you are, you don't allow what people think of you. You won't allow what people say about you. It will not shake you. You'll be focused. You'll be firm. You'll be resolute. And another thing about it too, when your emotions are in check, what you see others doing, what you see others performing won't shake you, because you know who you are. And that is so key in this. That is so key. And that is what I talk about this so much in this brand, because we have to know who we are. Because again, your brand is you. Your brand is not just your social media pages. It's not just your posting. It is who you are as an individual and what you can bring to your niche. What can you bring to other women that are dealing with what you're dealing with? Okay. That is what it's about. It's not about your colors. It's not just, well, I'll say this. It's not just about our colors. It's not just about our logos. It's about who you are as an individual and what problem can you solve for other people. This is even true when it comes to ministry. What problems? How can you help people get set free? How can you help people become better? How can you help wounded women? How can you help children? How can you help the poor? How can you help them? Okay, how can you minister to people? That is what being an entrepreneur really is about. But the key is that the better you become as an individual, the better your business will become. The stronger your brand will become, because why? You have dealt with you first. When you win the battle of you, the battle with people will not be so bad. When you win the battle of you, the battles that you face with others will no longer be such a big deal. You'll be able to roll it off your back because you know who you are and you know what you bring to the table. But if we do not get those inner battles under control, if we do not get that inner conversation under control, if we do not begin to sit down and identify why is it that when I get to a certain place, I back up? Why is it when great opportunities come, I run? We have to begin to find out what is the root, because many of you that are watching me right now, you're frustrated. You're frustrated with how your life is right now. You're frustrated because you have this talent, you have gifts, you have ideas, and you can't seem to get the ideas out there. And really what is happening is that there's some sabotaging going on. There's some anxiety going on. It is some negative self-talk going on. Sometimes it's things from your past. All of that are major issues. So you have to confront that first so that you can go forward and do the things you need to do. It's not just a money issue. Can I say that? I know we all need money, right? We all need money to make our goals happen. But there's things that you can do for free without money. There are things that you can be doing for free right now while you're in quarantine. You can be planning now. You can be strategizing now. That's all you have to do. Start strategizing, start planning. And that's what I've been doing in this quarantine. I have been working more than I've been doubling up my working now than I have been off of quarantine. I give God the glory because I'm writing ebooks now. I'm working on things and I'm trying to put together stuff that is going to really help you all grow. Because it is going to be so key. I never want my business to get so big that I get left behind. Okay. I don't want my business to outgrow me. I want to be growing right along with my brand. As more clients come into my life, as I begin to help more women, I want to be growing along with my business. And that is what you want to do too. That is what you want to do. And what you're going to find out in my final closing, as you begin to work on you, it's going to really help you with all other areas in your life. You have to work on you. You have to confront what is going on. You have to confront what is going on up here and what's going on in here, because a lot of us are having some inner conversations and we're saying some bad things about ourselves. We're thinking some bad things about ourselves that God doesn't even think bad of you. That's the thing. The word of God says that God's thoughts towards you are good, sis and brothers. God's thoughts towards you are good, not evil. He wants to give you an expected end. He has good thoughts towards you. But again, if we do not win that battle on the inside, if we do not get that under control, and if we do not first identify it, we have to first know what it is, know what is fighting you, know where your root is. Is it fear? Is it anxiety? Is it rejection? Is it perfection? You have to know your root. You have to. And once you know your root, then you can deal with it. Then you can confront it. Then you can begin to help, with the help of God, begin to make some changes in your life. But you cannot change what you don't confront. We can't change what we don't confront. And a lot of us don't want to spend time by ourselves to find out. We don't want to find out how to even confront it. Because why? Because we have been saying for so long that we're okay. We have been saying for so long, well, I'm fine, I'm all right. We have been for so long stuffing things down. And I'll say this about my life. I have stuffed down a lot of things in my own life. And I had no idea that I was hurting so much. I had no idea. And it's been coming out the past few days of things that have been hurting me in my life, things I have went through in my past, things that have hurt me and have damaged me. It has came up. And for a season in my life, the things that have hurt me that I did not deal with and that I have not healed from, it was really affecting my zeal for my business. It was really affecting my zeal. I did not want to go live. I didn't want to do another Instagram video. I didn't want to do another post on Facebook. It was really affecting me. But I'm telling you, now that we're in quarantine, this is the time, ladies. Please don't waste this time. God is giving you an opportunity to get it together. God is giving you an opportunity that when this stuff does lift up, when this stuff does go away, because it will. When it does go away, when it does, you'll be able to break forth. Actually, you can break forth now while it's going on. Okay, because we all have spent enough time in front of the TV. We have spent enough time scrolling on social media. It's time to start getting in our purpose. It's time to start getting into and doing what it is that God has called you to do, whether it's in business, whether it's in ministry, whether it's teaching children, whatever it may be. Whatever it may be, it's time for you to get in your purpose. Don't waste this time on quarantine. Don't waste it. Let me check my Wi-Fi really quick, because on my screen, the screen looks beautiful right now because I'm on a different phone. I'm hoping that it looks good on the screen. Let me check real quick. Excuse me, one quick second. Yes, okay. I see. It looks good. Thank God. So again, if you all have not shared the broadcast, please share the broadcast. I want to ask you to please share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, because I want to get the word out there that I'm having a free master class. And this master class is called 8 Inner Battles Every Successful Woman Must Master. In this class, we're going to be talking about the 8 battles that will hinder you from reaching your potential. If we do not deal with the inner stuff, you will not be able to reach your potential. Again, like I said last night, we cannot allow our business to outgrow us. And for some of us, it could be that our business is not growing because we're not growing. Our business is not, really manifest. I don't want to say manifest. It's not really flourishing like it could because of what is going on the inside of us. So it's time for us to get free. And so in this class, I'm going to be giving you keys of how to break free from certain things that are holding you back in your business, holding you back in your life, holding you back in your career. I want to help you do that. And on the other hand, some of you are probably already successful, but although you're successful, you still have a battle going on the inside. You still have stuff going on up here. You still have hurts and you have wounds. You have rejection. You have your emotions is running all over the place. You can have all the processes in the world, right? You can have your emails on fleek. You can have your posts on fleek. But if you don't deal with the woman behind the brand, you won't last long. You want to be a whole woman so you can have a whole and successful brand. The more whole you become, the more you begin to confront what is going on with you and find out what is holding you back, the better entrepreneur you'll become, the better you can serve those you are ordained to serve, and the more happier you'll become as an individual. Okay, so again, if you all have not shared the broadcast, please share. And if you want to sign up for my free masterclass, click the link that's in my bio. Okay, bit.ly/8 Battles Masterclass. It's also written up in the write-up of the broadcast, so please sign up. Ladies have already started signing up, so I want to invite you to please do so. And then as my final announcement is that those of you that sign up for my webinar, you're going to get a free workbook from me. And this workbook is called What is Holding Me Back in My Business. And so this workbook is going to allow you to find out what areas you are struggling in your business and how to, so you can start confronting it, okay? Because many times we're walking around with blinders on sometimes, or sometimes we're looking at everything through rose-colored glasses. But I really want us to really sit down and find out what processes is missing, what is going on with us individually when it comes to our business. But this workbook is going to really and truly help you. It's going to be a free gift from me, but I need you all to go ahead and sign up and register for this webinar. And so everyone that registers for the webinar, you're going to get a free workbook. And those of you that come to my webinar, you will get another free gift from me. Those of you that come to the webinar and stay to the end, you're going to get a free gift from me. It'll only be for those that come to the webinar. I will not be giving it. I don't plan to give it to anyone else except those that come to the webinar. But first, I need you all to go ahead, sign up. Again, the link is in my bio, and also the link is in the write-up of the broadcast, bit.ly/8 Battles Masterclass. Again, share the broadcast. Again, please, if you're not already following me, go ahead and follow me. Okay, I love you all so much. You all be blessed, and I will see you all on tomorrow. I will be having a Bible study on tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. EST, and it is my Proverbs 22:29 ministries. And so I am also on Proverbs 22:29 on YouTube, and I'm also Proverbs 22:29 ministries on Facebook. And also, I also have a YouTube channel for Elevate Higher. So Sharon R. Harris, Elevate Higher. You can find me there as well. But if you go ahead and sign up for the webinar, you will automatically get all those details in the emails. You'll be getting those details about my channels and things of that nature. But again, thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You all have a great night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.